Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a little bonus video that I'm popping up for you guys. I was asked by my friend Sabrina of Mrs. Scrap and Plan if I wanted to join in on a Instagram series that she does called Scrapbooking with Friends. Of course, I immediately said yes, and the concept is just that we would each scrap lift each other. So I looked on her Instagram feed, I found a layout that I wanted to scrap lift. She did the same for me, and we're going to be sharing it over on Instagram. So this is the layout that I ended up choosing of hers. I really loved the hearts and the repeat element. I love any big icon like that, hearts, stars, circles, whatever. So I was really drawn to the hearts. And I like the fact that some of them had photos inside of them, some of them had journaling in them, and I like the title being in the lower right corner. Of course, that's easy to change up on a scrap lift layout, but I was drawn to it because that's something that I do myself. And then also, I like how there's some embellishments kind of like on top of the hearts and under the hearts. So I immediately was drawn to this layout and thought that this would be the one that I would scrapbook. So we will be sharing these scrap lifted projects over on Instagram, but while I was working on it today, I just thought, why not? I'll pop my camera on, see what happens, and do a little bonus video for you guys this week. So here it is. I hope you enjoy. So I'll definitely have all of Sabrina's information below, just by chance if you do not follow her. I'm sure that the majority of you guys do, but she has an Instagram and also a great YouTube channel. So I'll pop all that below as well. Make sure to check out whatever project she created. So what I decided to do with this one is I chose a white background. I feel like that's one thing in a lot of Sabrina's projects is she kind of starts with a crisp white background, and that's something that I also love to do. I do that a lot with my layouts. So I grabbed a piece of white cardstock and then I wanted to create my hearts. Now on her layout, I believe she used maybe Ali Edwards products. I'm not sure if they were digitals or if, they were cut out of a machine cutting them, or if she fussy cut them or what happened, but they looked a little more uniform. For me, y'all know that I'm a little wonkalicious and I like to add that homemade touch. So I decided to just go ahead and freehand 6 hearts. So she had a lot more hearts. It looked like maybe her project was in like a 6x8 format. Mine is a 12x12 layout, so I'm definitely tweaking it and making it my own, but you'll get the idea of some of the nods that I have towards her layout. But I decided to go with 6 hearts and I just cut them out myself. Then I have this little photo shoot of me and Penny that I did the other day. She was not that into this photo shoot, but I still liked these photos and it was a funny memory. And also I didn't mind kind of cutting up these pictures. So I don't think that this would necessarily work with just any photos, but these I didn't mind kind of cutting them up and just having fun with it. So I cut out my photos also to just go inside some of the hearts. I chose 3 pictures, and then you will see magically I've now sewed around all of the hearts. So I thought just to add a little something, add some texture and just give it a little oomph, I would go and sew on the heart. So I just did some really, really messy stitching, but I promise I wanted it to be messy. Now it probably would have been messy regardless, but I thought just adding like some random stitches around all of the hearts would just be kind of fun and would just kind of elevate it a little bit. So I went and did that and then came back here, and now I'm going to adhere everything down. So I decided that the 3 hearts with the photos, I would add some foam dots to pop those up a little bit, and then the other 3 would just be adhered straight down to the page. So just for a little bit of something different, just to like make the ones with the photos pop a little bit more, I thought I would put them up on foam. So I'm really liking the way that this looks. And I did not mention that I also grabbed a very light paper here and decided to kind of have half of the page white and half of it be this pattern. I just felt like it needed a little something. It was looking like too plain to me, so I wanted to add that just little bit of a pattern there on the lower half, and I think that really helped it for me a lot. So all of the products that you're going to see throughout this video are from Pink Fresh Studio. I'm kind of on a Pink Fresh like little ride here over these last couple months because I worked with the Flower Garden, I think, collection from Pink Fresh for my summer junk journal last month on Patreon, and then this month I'm working with a lot of random Pink Fresh collections for the project that we're working on this month. So I have Pink Fresh just everywhere. So I was planning on placing another little order with scrapbook.com to grab a few other pieces. So I thought, what the heck, I'm just going to go ahead and dive in to this Pink Fresh stash and use whatever I want. So when I was starting off, I didn't know that I was going to go kind of monochromatic, but that's just where it went. So I just ended up choosing all the papers that had kind of like that blue and green. I was wearing kind of a greenish blue shirt, so I thought that it kind of went well. So I just kind of grabbed all of the papers that matched and just went with the kind of light and blue-green vibe here. So then I went through my embellishments from Pink Fresh. Now they're from different collections, so I'm not exactly sure, but you'll see that I have some of the florals and I have some fabric like tags and embellishments as well. So I'm adding those on along with some random enamel dots here and there. So I decided to on the 3 hearts that were left over that did not have pictures inside, I decided to add like just a lot of my embellishment clusters into those 2, and then this lower one, which I specifically kept as the lightest heart because I knew my title was going to go over here. So just kind of like Sabrina's, where she had the title in the lower right portion, I decided to add my title over here to the lower right heart. So I decided to go with the title Besties for the Resties, because I do say that to Penny all the time. I tell her she's my bestie for the rest. So I thought that that would be a cute little title. So I'm once again using a mix of 3 different alphas from Pink Fresh. So I love those gold ones there. I'm pretty sure that that collection is Garden Bouquet, and a lot of it is gold. Like those gold enamel dot packs are from that collection as well. Super, super cute. And I love, like adore these little tiny alphas. I'm totally going to have to pick those up multiple packs in any color because they are like the perfect size. They're screaming to go on a Project Life layout for sure. So, or excuse me, Project Life pages for sure, like inside the pockets. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. So I have my title here, and then I'm going to, of course, have to add a few more embellishments here and there. So at this point, it's like all the bones are there, all the big pieces are in place, but I definitely need to add little things here and there. So those are just some random embellishments from Pink Fresh again. I have the cardstock some cardstock stickers. I have the chipboard flare. I have all kinds of little things. I'm pulling out this kind of tag and pocket set, but I don't end up using anything out of it. They're really big, but I thought I would try. And you'll notice that on the top row of the hearts, I did add a sticker underneath one of the hearts, and I really like the way that that looks. So I'm going to like continue that and pull out a couple more of these like pieces of floral embellishments here, and I'm going to pop those like under some things, and just to give that white space a little something. And also it did remind me of the little punched out butterflies that Sabrina added like on the top and like underneath or whatever her hearts on her spread. So just trying to give those nods here and there. And I'm just loving being able to scrap lift. It's not something that I necessarily always think about doing, but every time I scrap lift someone, I love the way that the layouts look. It's so fun getting inspiration from people in the community and, you know, just seeing how other people create. And it's fun to kind of do your own take on someone else's original idea. And I love doing that. And it always, you know, takes me into all kinds of areas that where I wouldn't probably think of on my own. So I love starting out with hearts. I don't know that I have done like multiple hearts like this before, but I really love it. And I'm working over on Patreon this month on a project for my friend Casey, my bestie. I am working on a baby album for her, and I think that I may scrap lift this layout of myself. So it just has given me a lot of ideas, and I absolutely love that. So now I'm just putting on all of the finishing touches. I'm adding on little bits here and there. I decided to type up my journaling just because I thought it looked nice, and I added it inside of the hearts like how Sabrina's journaling was, and just adding on those finishing touches. So I hope that you enjoyed this quick and easy process video. This did not take me any time except for doing the sewing. The rest was super quick and easy, but it was really fun, and I super love the way that it turned out. I hope that you enjoyed this little process video, and definitely make sure that you go check out on Instagram Mrs. Scrap and Plan, Sabrina, all of her fun projects, and I will also be sharing this over on my Instagram as well. So super fun. I'll have links to both of us below. If you don't follow, please give us a follow, and I hope that y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, friends. I am so excited to share so many great things throughout the month of August. So get ready, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, friends.